take a comfortable seated posture. You can turn the upper inner thighs in and widen them apart. Lengthen the flesh of the buttocks down to the earth and lengthen up through your spine and the sides of your torso. Shoulders back, so you feel the shoulder blades on the back. With your eyes closed, just take a moment to tune into your breath. Become aware of the inhalation, the exhalation. Begin to even out the inhalation with the exhalation. So there's a smooth evenness to your breath. And now remove the block and let's roll onto our backs. So stretching out along the floor, ground the tops of your thighs. Keeping the head of the thigh bones rooting to the earth, scoop the tailbone. Now take the strap and just put it around the ball of your foot. Pressing your foot into your strap, straighten the leg. And again, go back. Top of the left thigh is rooting down into the earth. And the right thigh is pressing into the hamstrings. And you straighten that leg to your own degree. And as your hands walk along the strap, melt the shoulders back towards the earth. Now taking the strap in the right hand, let's open the leg out to the side. Keep your awareness on the lower leg, the left leg. Keep it rooting, grounding. And now from the very core of your pelvis, extend out through both legs and out through the spine. And feel that wonderful stretch of extension from the very core out through the limbs of the body. Spread the toes. Inhale, bring the leg back to the midline. And now take the strap in the other hand and take the leg across the body. So top of your left thigh still moving back into the hamstrings. The outer right hip, that top leg, is dropping down away from you. And again, as you extend out through the legs, lengthen up through the spine. And turn your inner body as you turn and look to the right over the shoulder. Shoulder blades melting towards the earth as you gently breathe. Inhale, bring the leg back. And exhale, lower the leg. Now rooting the right thigh to the earth, legs hugging to the midline. Put the strap around the opposite leg. Top of the right thigh is grounding now. And top of the left thigh is pressing into the hamstrings. And straightening the leg to your own degree, walk the hands along the strap. Take a few breaths here. Staying very grounded in your lower leg, reaching out through the raised leg. Shoulder blades melting down the back. With your inhalation, open up the leg to the side to your own degree. And again, bring your awareness back to that lower leg. Top of the thigh moves towards the earth. And then as you extend out through the limbs, lengthen up through the spine. Take a couple more breaths here. Keeping the right thigh grounded, inhale the left leg back to the center, and now take it across the body. So lift your hips and just shift your body and extend out. So the right thigh is super straight, the left hip's dropping down away from you, and your pelvis is squared. Let your spine rise up out of your pelvis, inner body turning towards the left. Shoulder blades melting towards the earth. And breathe. Inhale as you come back to the center, and exhale lower. Root the thighs, inhale, sweep the arms, and exhale the knees in. Let's roll to the side and come up now to all fours. So look at the foundation, the fingers spread brightly, the wrist creases in line with the front edges of the mat, and the knuckles and the tips of your fingers grounded. Then moving with your breath. Inhaling, let the back arch, sit bone lifted, shoulder blades curling into the heart. And as you exhale, push the floor away, scoop the tailbone, lift the navel. Inhale, the sit bones lift, the belly releases, the heart extends forwards. And exhale, scoop the tailbone, lift the navel, tuck the chin. And again, just with the breath, inhaling, let the back arch. Exhaling, let the back round. Perfect. Inhale, now let the back arch, shoulder blades coming onto the back, tuck your toes under, and lift your knees and stretch back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From the heart, you're rooting down into the earth. From the earth, you can see the hands are grounding strongly, knuckles, tips of the fingers. From the earth, we draw up into the heart center. And from the bottom of the heart, bottom of the shoulder blades, you root again back to the earth. And there's a lengthening through the spine. Inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Exhale, the left foot. Now root down through the legs as you bow. Your hands on your hips, shoulders back. Root down, strong legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Sweep the arms to the sky. And exhale. Bring the hands to the heart center. Hands together. Connect back to your breath. Inhale, sweep the arms, Ujjayi breath. Exhale and fold forwards towards the earth. Bow in at the last moment. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back. Spread across the ball of the back foot. Keep that leg super strong, hugging into the midline. Draw the outer left hip back. Left buttock tucks under. Lower belly rises, spine lengthening. Perfect. Take one more breath. And then step the left foot back, downward facing dog again. So go back to your hands, your foundation. Hands rooted, arms drawing straight, drawing up into your heart. Exhale, drop to the knees. And then slowly lower your chest to the floor for cobra. Root back through your legs. Let your legs be your anchor as your spine lengthens forwards. Hands drawing back, shoulders back. Shoulder blades curl down the back and into the heart. Perfect. Now watch the index fingers don't come up. Keep them very grounding to the earth. Take another breath. And then release. Tuck your toes under. Push back to your knees. Lift your sit bones. Downward facing dog again. With each breath, draw up through the arms into the heart center. And with each exhalation, root back down into the earth and find the length through the spine. Tops of the thighs move back, the ankles move back, and the heels descend to their own degree. Inhale, step the right foot forwards between the hands. Come up onto your fingertips so you can keep your shoulders back. Square your hips to the front of the mat, outer right hip drawing back, right buttock tucking under. As the spine lengthens with the breath, from the core of the pelvis, keep rooting back through your back leg. Then with the next breath, inhale, step forwards to Uttanasana and bow. Strong legs, hands on your hips, shoulders back, long spine. Inhale and rise. Exhale, back, hands to your heart. That place where we set our intention for our practice. Inhale once more. Exhale and fold all the way to the earth. Inhale, lengthen your spine, shoulders back. Exhale, left foot steps back. Spread across the ball of the back foot. So draw the legs towards each other so your hips squared. And then from the core of the pelvis, make the bones of your legs longer, extending through your spine, shoulders back. Take the right foot back, downward facing dog again. Inhale to all fours. And then exhale, gently lower your chest between your hands. Keep the head of the arm bones back, hands drawing back, legs rooting back. Inhale and rise into cobra. Keep the shoulders back so the shoulder blades flow down the back and curl into the heart. Throat soft, gaze soft. And keeping the hands rooting, claw your hands back. Tuck your toes under, push back to downward facing dog. Once more, sit bones lifting, thighs back, ankles back, and breathe. Good. Inhale. Step the left foot forwards between the hands. Draw the outer left hip back and draw it towards the midline. Lengthen through the sides of the torso right up into your armpits. Keep the shoulders back and the neck nice and long. Inhale, rock and step forwards to Uttanasana. Exhale and bow again. Root down, strong legs, arms to the side. Now inhale and sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale the hands in front of the heart in prayer. Once more, moving with the breath. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale and forward to the earth. Inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale the left foot back now. Right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg, lift with the inner heel, inner thigh. So that left leg hugs into the midline, the toes are spread. Top of the right thigh is moving back. And the breath is smooth and even, Ujjayi breathing. Exhaling, step the left foot forwards between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips. Draw the outer left hip back, and as your left buttock tucks under, your spine lengthens. And you lengthen right up into your armpits. Shoulders back, ears back, head back. Breathe and open up your heart to the sky. Full stretch. Exhaling, bring the hand down. And then step back, downward facing dog, and pause. Inhale, raise the right leg again. Lift with the inner heel, the inner knee, inner thigh, so your hips are squared towards the floor. Toes are spread. Right shin is hugging in. Exhaling, you step the foot forwards, keeping the back leg straight and strong. Outer right hip draws back now, draws into the midline. Underside of your torso turns. So you're breathing and moving from the back body. So you turn and open up your heart to the sky. Shoulders back and ears back. Take a couple more breaths. And then exhaling, bring the hand down. Inhale, step forwards to Uttanasana, feet hip width apart. Strong legs, hands on your hips if you want to, arms to the side. Inhale and rise. Exhale back, Anjali Mudra, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Utkatasana. Sit back into chair pose. The feet, the knees, the thighs are parallel, hip width apart. The shins are hugging in as your inner thighs move back and apart. When you balance that action, tailbone scoops. Root down, straighten the legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, your right foot back. Now coming up into a high lunge. Keep the back leg straight, top of the right thigh rising, left buttock tucking under. Scooping the tailbone down, let your spine rise up out of your pelvis. Sides of the torso long, shoulders back, ears back, head back, look up. Keep the breath steady. Lunge a little deeper if you can. Rise up even higher, one more breath. And then exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Thighs rising, tailbone scooping. And as you root back through your legs, lengthen out through your spine. Shoulder blades on the back. Find that balance in the core of your pelvis so your abdominal muscles are engaged here. But find a softening in the upper back. Drop to the knees, and let's lower our chest to the floor for a push-up. Inhale, come up, exhale, go down. Inhale, come up, exhale, go down. For those of you who want more of a challenge, you could do this with straight legs. But with either variation, keep your shoulders back so the shoulder blades stay on the back body. Now lengthen back through your legs. Inhale into cobra, hands draw back, head of the arm bones back, shoulder blades curling into your heart, neck long. And then keeping your hands grounded, knuckles grounded, tips of your fingers grounded. So you're drawing from the earth up into your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, push back, downward facing dog, and breathe. Smooth inhalation. Smooth exhalation as you step the foot forwards. Square your hips again. Hands on the front thigh. Hug the legs as though you're drawing them towards each other. And then from the core of your pelvis, make your legs long. Lunge a little deeper, right buttock tucks under so the pelvis is lifting off the front thigh. Waistline back, shoulders back, ears back as you curl back and look up. Exhaling, bring the hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. And again, let's repeat in the push-ups. Drop to the knees if you need to, or straight legs. Keep the shoulders back, that's the key. Head of the arm bones staying back. Lower belly toned. Hands grounded. And just go at your own pace with this. Now keeping the arms strong, stretch back, downward facing dog. Root down through the arms and inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, bring the knee in. See if you can touch your nose. Inhale, stretch out, and exhale, scoop the tailbone, lift the navel, and round the back. Inhaling and exhaling. So really use your abdominal muscles here. Exhale. Inhale once more, and exhale. Perfect. Come to plank now. Thighs firm, tailbone scooping. And then when you're ready, let's go back to those push-ups. Shoulders back, melt the heart. Drop to the knees if you need to. But keep that balance in your core where the tailbone's tucking and the lower belly's toned. Shoulders back. Head. One more. And then reach back through your legs. Inhale into cobra. Sides of your torso long. Shoulders are back as you inhale and rise. Beautiful. Keep the breath soft and steady. Look up if you want to. And then release. Come down. Tuck your toes under. Push back. Downward facing dog. Now inhale. Raise the left leg. And exhale. Bring the knee towards your nose. Lower belly firm. Exhale. Scoop the tailbone round the back. Inhale. Full stretch. Exhale again. Bring the knee in. Perfect. Once more. Bring it in. And then inhale, stretch out, exhale, inhale, step back to plank, and then exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Now resting on your forearms, hands and elbows shoulder width apart, fingers spread. Draw back through your arms, tuck your toes under. Now firming your thighs, lift the thighs off the floor. So head of the thigh bones rising, tailbone scooping. Just stay steady here. Then walk your feet in, so coming into dolphin pose. Keep the forearms grounded, but your armpits moving away from your thighs and your heart moving towards your thighs as you breathe. And feel this beautiful stretch in the shoulders. Look to your hands. Keep the hands rooting so much that the underside of your forearms rise. And with the breath, inhale, lift the arms up, exhale down. And then inhale back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, come forwards to plank. Shoulders slightly behind your wrists. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. You can always bring the right foot to the floor in front of you for balance. Or, if you can, straighten both legs. Thighs firm, tailbone scooping, so you've got that tone in the lower belly. As you root through your legs, lengthen through your spine, and from your heart extending out through the arms. Inhale, come back to plank again. And let's take that to the other side. Roll onto your right hand. Bend the top leg if you need to for balance. Scoop the tailbone so thighs are moving back, tailbone scooping, lower belly firm. Keep the feet very active. Spine long, shoulders back, ears back. Stay steady with your breath. And then inhale to plank. And exhale, bend the knees to child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. As you root back through your pelvis, let your spine lengthen. Finger pads press down as the underside of your forearms rise and your heart melts. Begin in downward facing dog. Good. As you root down through the arms, inhale, step the left foot forwards. Turn your back foot flat. With the breath, inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana 2. The back foot is lined up with the short edge of the mat, and the front foot's lined up with the long edge of the mat. The back leg is super straight, and the front leg's bent at a 90-degree angle. The sides of your torso are lengthening, shoulders and ribs stacked over the pelvis. Now root down through your back foot and lengthening your spine now into Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. Keep the top of the thighs back and tuck your left buttock under. Spine lengthening and the torso turning towards the ceiling. Root down from the pelvis through the legs. Inhale, come up. Now straighten the front leg for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Draw up through the earth on all sides of the front leg. And again, from the pelvis, you root down through your foundation and lengthen your spine. Underside of your torso lengthening as much as the top. Shoulders back, ears back as you look up. From the core of your pelvis, you root down through your legs and inhale, come back to standing. Bring the feet parallel, hands on your hips, and then bow forwards. Prasarita Padottanasana. Ground through the four corners of your feet. And as you try to draw the feet together and feel the muscles engaging in the legs, from the pelvis you root back out through the legs. Keeping the sides of your torso long, shoulders back, let your head lengthen to the floor. Hands on your hips, strong legs as you root down, inhale, come up. Take the arms out to the side, and let's take it to the other side. Keeping the left leg super straight, bend the right leg now at 90-degree angle. Your shoulders stacked on top of your hips. Thighs are moving back. Tailbone lengthening down to the lower belly lifts, pelvic floor lifts, and the spine rises. Root down through your legs as you extend your torso now and turn the underside of your waistline. Take your shoulders back, ears back, and open up now into extended side angle pose. Keep that same balanced action in the pelvis of the thighs back and the tailbone scooping as your spine extends. Inhale, come back, straightening the front leg. Exhale, extend, triangle pose again. Four corners of your front kneecap are lifted, the thighs drawing up into your pelvis. And again, as you tuck the right buttock under, turn the underside of your torso to the ceiling. Take your left shoulder back, take your ears back, and extend out. Staying steady with the breath, look to the floor. Inhale, come up. Turn the feet parallel. And then when you're ready, bow forwards once more. Let your spine lengthen, sides of the neck lengthen, shoulders stay back, shoulder blades firm on the back body. Good. Toes are spread, four corners of your feet are grounded. Walk the hands all the way around, come back into a lunge. And then step forwards to Uttanasana. Sit back to that beautiful Utkatasana chair pose. Shin steady. Feel the lift from the lower belly, pelvic floor as you rise up through your spine. See if you can sit just a little deeper. And then exhale and bow. And come to kneeling now. Let's finish our practice here, returning to our breath, finding a steadiness, letting the mind quieten, letting the practice settle. Good, so come to Tadasana, root down through the legs, keep the inner body bright, shoulders back. Perfect. Take the right hand behind you at shoulder height. And from your fingertips drawing on all sides of the arm. Take the head of the arm bone back, shoulder blade onto the back. Perfect. Now from your heart, extend out through your fingertips. Stepping the left foot forwards, bend the knee and come into a lunge. So you're now bringing the stretch much more now into your pectoral muscles. Perfect. Scoop the tailbone down, bring the breath into the back of your lower ribs. Perfect. And then inhale, come up. And then let's just turn and go to the other side. So start in Tadasana. Root down from the pelvis through the legs, lengthen up through the spine, shoulders back, heart lifted. Take the left arm now back on the wall, shoulder height, spread the fingertips. And draw on all sides of the arm. So you're drawing the energy right into the heart center, and then from the heart center, extend back through the fingertips. Perfect. Now step the right foot forwards into a lunge. And as you bend the knee, you'll bring the stretch much more onto a diagonal. And just a little higher there, Chris, onto the pectoral muscles. Beautiful. And as you breathe and open up the heart, keep the tailbone down and the lower belly lifted. Root down through the legs. Inhale and come up. Perfect. So just turn around once more, this time towards your chairs. Feet hip width apart. Bend forwards and put the fingertips on the back of the chair. Just and then step the feet back so the feet are under the hips. Perfect. Now pressing the finger pads down, lift the head of the arm bones, inner deltoids, outer edges of the shoulder blades, and soften. Perfect, Susanna. Right between the shoulder blades. Melt, so arm bones rising, heart melting. And then from your heart, lengthen out through your fingertips and take your hips back. Step the feet just a little bit further back now, Victoria. Yeah, and get more length and space. And now bring the hands to the floor, fingertips to the floor, or Chris, take the blocks. Take a wider stance now. So feet about 4.5 feet apart. Perfect. Come up onto your fingertips. You may need to just move your chairs in a little bit. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lengthen through the sides of your torso. Exhale, now soften between the shoulder blades and just put your chin on the blocks. Just enough. So we're starting to just get more of a curve in the cervical spine here. And then melting between the shoulder blades. Perfect. Keeping a nice wide stance, lift the kneecaps, draw the thighs up into your pelvis, and then root down through the legs. Perfect. So keeping the right hand on the chair, bring your left hand to your hip. Take a breath, lengthen through your spine, lengthen all the way through the sides of the neck and the throat. Perfect. And then begin to turn underside of your torso. Turn your belly, your ribs, your chest. Good. And breathe. Outer right hip draws back and you root through the right sit bone. Perfect. And then Chris, you can go into the full pose if you want to. Perfect. And breathe. And then exhale, change hands. Let's bring the hand to the chair. Right hand on the hip. So again, root down through the legs, Lengthen through the sides of your torso. Shrug your shoulders back. That same action, head of the arm bones back. And then turn, belly, ribs, chest. Good. And as you turn, keep the outer left hip back, root down through your sit bones into your heels. Take one more breath. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands to the chair this time. Turn the left foot out. Bend the knee 90 degrees. So Parsvarkonasana. Super strong back leg. Keep it rooting, pressing into the wall. Perfect. Now look down at the front leg. Go a little longer in your stance, Susanna. Turn the knee out, knee right in the center of the foot. Perfect. Good. Keeping the top of the right thigh back. Now tuck your left buttock under so you feel that lift in the lower belly, and then turn the underside of your waistline. Good. Just a little bit more here. You come a little higher, Susanna will help you. Good. Get this knee. Good. Perfect. Take one more breath. Now root down from the pelvis. Inhale and come up. Take it to the other side. So left foot turns in, right foot turns out. Good. Four corners of the back foot grounded. Perfect. Bend your right leg, go down. Good. Hand on the chair. Look at the alignment once more of the bent leg, the knee directly over the foot. Good. Press your knee into your bicep a little bit more, Jackie, and then tuck your right buttock under more. Yeah, perfect. Turn the underside of your torso. Beautiful. Now shrug your shoulders back. Breathe. Open up the heart. You can put the hand on your hip here, actually. It's perfect there. Great. Good. And then root down, super strong legs. Inhale and come up. Exhale and bring the feet together. Good. And then step the feet back. Tadasana. From Tadasana, we'll go to Baby Dancer for our balance. So turning to the wall, or take a partner, or if you're comfortable in the middle of the room without any support, feel free to do that. So stepping into your right foot, let's bend the left leg and reach for the foot. Good. Let's start here. Line up the knees, bring the top of the left thigh, bring the left knee back, and then scoop the tailbone. Just soften the right leg just a little bit there. Great. Perfect. Good. Now root down from the pelvis. Breathe. Lift your heart. Or just take the right arm alongside the ear. Inhale. And exhale. Start to bow forwards. Press your foot back into your hands. Spread the toes. Keep spreading the toes. Now you can use the wall. Press the foot, a little bit more active back foot. Press your foot into your hands and make this beautiful bow here. And you can press the foot a little further this way, this way, this way, this way, out. Take the foot out. Perfect. Now root down from the pelvis. Inhale, come back. And back to Tadasana. And then shift your weight. So shifting your weight into your left foot, bend the right leg. Good. Line up the knees. Scoop the tailbone, lift from the lower belly. Perfect. Good. Now root down and lifting up through the heart. Exhale, start to bow forwards. Press your foot back into your hands. Good. Can you extend your leg more into the room there? So not worrying about so far down, but more out with your foot. That's it. Great. Perfect. Good. So find your balance. And then inhale, come back. And exhale back to Tadasana. So measuring leg distance from the wall, where your flash of your buttocks are, where the sit bones are, that's where the heel of the hand's going to go. So measuring that, now swing around, keep that as your marker, place the hands shoulder width apart. Good. Now root the knuckles, tips of your fingers, draw the arms straight. Keeping the arms straight, soften, melt between the shoulder blades. Good. Beautiful, everyone. Now, all of you, lift your knees off the floor. Keep the arm bones rising, heart melting much more. That's it. Perfect. And then start to step the feet up. Heart melting. That's it. Beautiful. Victoria, now you can start to straighten your legs, root from your sit bones into your heels. Jackie, beautiful. From the sit bone, root into the supporting leg. Raise the leg. Now bring this leg down. Come down when you want to, Jacqueline. Bring this foot lower on the wall first. Come back to there. Bring the foot lower. Beautiful. And then release. And then everyone come down. Rest in child's pose. Brilliant. So coming from Tadasana, bend your right leg, place the foot on the chair. Good. Now inhale, lengthen up out of your pelvis. Keep the sides of your torso long. And exhale, start to turn and use your hands on the wall, hands at shoulder height. That's it, perfect. Good. Square the hips towards the door. Inhale, lengthening through the side body. Exhale and turn. Beautiful. Just a little bit back with your waistline. Good. And breathe. Inhale. Take the shoulder back. That's it. Great. Good. And then inhale. Come back. Release that foot. Let's swing around to the other side. So put your left foot on the chair. Bring it in just a little bit there, Jackie, if you need to. That's it. Good. Perfect. Good. Keep the top of the right, this straight leg, thigh back. Drop the outer bent leg, that hip down. Perfect. So our hips are squared. Now inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands on the wall and start to turn. Beautiful. Keep the top of the right thigh back. Drop that outer left hip down. Lower belly rising. Sides of the torso long. And again, turn. Belly, ribs, chest. And breathe. Perfect. Take one more breath. And then inhale. Come back to Tadasana. And then taking a wide stance, face me. Beautiful. So extend the arms out to the side, step the feet out so that your ankles are more under your wrists. And a couple of inches away from the wall so you don't bump your bottom into the wall. Perfect. Now, keeping the left foot where it is, let's turn the right foot out 90 degrees. Inhale, Susanna, you're going to probably bump your bottom on the wall if you're not careful. That's it, good. Inhale, keeping the sides of the torso long. Exhale, extend, Trikonasana. Good, perfect. Now root down from the core of the pelvis into your foundation and turn. Lean back, use the wall. That's it, perfect. Good. So if it's bothering your neck, keep your gaze forwards, just like Victoria. Perfect. Now root down through the legs. Inhale, come up. Stretch out through the fingertips. Exhale, right foot turns in, left foot turns out. And just watch the alignment of this front leg. Bend the knee, line the knee up with the center of the foot and draw the thigh straight. So all four corners of the kneecap are lifted. Thigh drawing up. Inhale, inner body bright. Exhale and extend. Victoria, go a little longer in your stance. That's it. Perfect. Good. And then turn underside of your torso. Shrug your shoulders back, your ears back, and you can really open up into the wall. Just take a couple more breaths. That's it. And then you can turn the gaze. Okay, now root down, strong legs. Inhale, come up. Sweep the arms. And then exhale, feet parallel. So Parivrtta Trikonasana now. So let's keep the feet wide. Let's pivot on the ball of your back foot. Turn the right foot out. Square your hips towards this side of the room. Good. Good. Perfect. Now inhale. Take the arm. Sweep it alongside the ear. So outer hip back, drawing your right hip back, lengthen through your spine, inner body bright. Exhale and extend. I can use the chair if you want to. Perfect. Good. Now keep the tops of your thighs moving back, keeping the sides of your torso long. Shrug your shoulders back. Now place your right hand on the wall, and that will really help you. And you can bend the elbow. It'll help you to take the head of the right arm bone back, to keep your shoulder blades coming onto the back body and melting down the back as you turn. Perfect. Beautiful. Now exhale, root down through the legs. Inhale, lengthen your left arm to the door. So stretch out. Use that left arm to lift yourself up and come out. Turn into the room. And then release the other side. So turn the left foot out, turn your right foot in. So unplug the back heel. Good. Square your hips. Good. Outer left hip back. Inhale. Take this arm alongside the air. Good, now root down. Keep the thighs drawing up. Super strong legs. Inhale. Exhale. Now reach towards me. Get as much length and freedom through the spine as you can. Keeping the sides of the torso long. Shrug your shoulders back. Take your ears back. Your head back. Your ponytail back. Beautiful. And then turn. Belly, ribs, chest. And breathe. Just a little bit more. Watch this hip doesn't overdo it. There. Perfect. Exhale, root down. Inhale, reach with your right hand. Come up. And exhale. And bring the feet parallel. And then step the feet back together. Back to Tadasana. And breathe. Okay, so come lie on your back. Feet hip width apart, shins vertical. Victoria, bring your feet just back a little bit there. Perfect. Now bend the elbows at the side. Press your elbows back into the floor. Take your upper palate back, tips of your ears back. So we've got the chin just lifted just slightly there. That's it. Head of the arm bones back. Beautiful. Now root the feet down, elbows back, lift the hips up. Inhale into bridge. Perfect. Clasp the hands behind the back and turn your biceps out. That's it. Beautiful. And pressing the forearms down into the floor. Inhale, lift the heart. And keeping the feet super steady. You can try to draw your feet towards your buttocks, but from your heart, extend to your knees. Good. Take one more breath. And then exhale and come back down. Let the hips lead the way. And rest. Perfect. So we'll do that one more time. And if you want to take it one step further, you can bring the hands under the shoulders. So Jacqueline, let's swing around and use the blocks at the wall here. Okay, perfect. Good. So when you're ready, press your elbows back, claw the hands, shrug the shoulders back, head of the arm bones towards the floor, and then hips up, chest up. You'll come onto the top of your head. Good. Then claw the hands back, shoulder blades into your heart. Inhale and go all the way up. Beautiful. Keep the shoulder blades in the heart. So resist with your forearms and take your heart to the wall in front of you. Beautiful. One more breath. And then everybody release and come down, chin to your chest. Good, and let your pelvis rest. And bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh now. Flex the foot, take your sit bones towards the floor, groins towards the floor. Brilliant. And take a strap if you need to. And then bring the left leg in. Take your sit bones back towards the floor, buttocks towards the floor as you draw the knee towards your heart. Just a little bit. Good. Shrug your shoulders back. And then release and change legs. Good. So left ankle on top of the right thigh. Just take your sit bones towards the floor. And now bring the right leg in. Reach through the legs. Good. Keep the sides of the torso long, shoulders back. Okay, take your sit bones back towards the earth, so don't let the buttocks peel out. There. Okay. Beautiful. Take one more breath. And then exhale and release. Good. Bring the feet down. Perfect. And then roll to the side, and let's take a comfortable seated posture. So some of you may need blocks for this to sit a little higher so we can bring that natural curve to the lumbar spine. Just a little bit there. Chris, I'm just going to get you a little higher to get the sacrum in. That's it. Beautiful. Now turn the thighs in, so backs of the thighs widen. Good. Head of the thigh bones move towards the earth. Perfect. Scoop the tailbone down. And then lengthen up through the spine. Lengthen up through the sides of your torso. Good. Lengthen through the sides of the neck and the throat. Perfect. Now with your right hand, curl the index and middle fingers back to the base of the thumb. Good. So ring finger, baby finger together. Thumb. It's going to close off just the right nostril. And the ring finger, baby finger, close off the left nostril. Beautiful. So it's just where the seam of the nose is. So we're not pushing the nose out to the side, just gently restricting the flow of the breath. And take a long exhalation. Perfect. Now close the left nostril and inhale through the right. Close at the top of the inhalation. Exhale, release through the left nostril. Good. Inhaling left. Pause. Hold at the top of the inhalation. Close the left nostril. Exhale through the right. That's one round. And again, inhaling through the right nostril. Hold at the top of the inhalation. Close the right, exhaling through the left. Pause, inhaling left. Close and exhaling right. Inhaling left. And exhaling right. If you find that it's hard to focus, you can let your eyes gently close. And a few more rounds. Let the hand just rest on the thigh for a moment. Let's bow forwards for just a rest here. So it's a seated Shavasana. Fine, you can rest your forehead on your hands if you need to. Melt the shoulder blades down the back and just soften the heart. Good. Sit bones reaching back into the foundation. Probably move the chair just a little further forwards and challenge it. And perfect. And breathe. Keep the sit bones grounded. Relax the jaw. Relax the root of the tongue. You can probably just take it a little further away, the chair there, Chris. Stretch out through the fingertips, press your fingertips down, lift the underside, so wrists up, forearms, elbows, armpits rising, and then you soften between the shoulder blades, so melt the heart. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Now keep the hands there. Inhale to all fours, and then exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Keep the knuckles grounded, tips of your fingers grounded. Mirror more through your sit bones to your heels, a little bit more outer spiral. Sit bones to your heels, root down. Perfect. Inhale, raise the right leg, lift with the inner heel, inner thigh. Hug to the midline. Perfect. And now exhale, step the right foot forwards. Look where you're going, step it right between the hands. Come up onto the tips of your fingers. So come up into a lunge first. Spread across the ball of the back foot so you can glance back. Make sure the inner and outer heel are extending. Perfect. Now scoop the tailbone. Outer right hip draws back. Perfect. Now put the back knee on the floor. So you're above your kneecap. That's it. Perfect. Good. Scoop the tailbone, lengthening your spine forwards. Start to turn now and reach with your right hand. So you're leaning into your left hand and reach with your right hand. And sweep it around. Good. And bend the knee and reach for your foot. And if your foot isn't there, use the strap. Good, perfect. Now lunge a little deeper. Outer right hip draws back. It draws into the midline. So the lift is in the lower belly and you lengthen. Beautiful. Keep the side body long. Now watch your left shoulder, everybody. Shrug the left shoulder back. Head of the left arm bone back bounce. Just a little bit more. And Jen, a little bit more with that front shoulder. Shrug it back. Yeah, perfect. And then release. Take the hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Bounce, just watch those index fingers again. And then inhale, raise the left leg. Lift with the inner heel, the inner thigh, so the toes are pointing down. And flex the foot just a little bit more, Mirror. That's it, great. Beautiful, hug to the midline, a little bit more, Jacqueline. And then exhale, sweep the left foot forwards between the hands. Spread across the ball of your back foot, so look at the back leg firm. Really extend back through the heel a little bit more. Perfect. And now put the back knee on the floor. Lean forward so we're above the kneecap. So go into a deeper lunge. Outer left hip back. Tuck your left buttock under. Now lengthening your torso, leaning into your right hand. Open up your left hand. That's it. Now bend the back leg and reach for the foot. So strong movements. That's it. Beautiful. Chris, maybe turn the foot out a little bit because your knee's flaring out. Turn your left foot out so your knee can turn out there. Let's go there. Everybody now shrug your right shoulder back. Curl your upper palate back, head back, curl back so that the light from the sky is shining down into the heart. Perfect. One more breath. And then exhale. Release. Hands down. Push back. Downward facing dog. Root down through the arms. Inhale, raise the right leg, lift with the inner heel, inner thigh. Perfect. Exhale, step the right foot forwards, pigeon. Again, press your toes into the floor. Keep the toes tucked under. Walk the hands back. Beautiful. Now hug your legs together. Front toes really active, pressing into the floor. Hug the feet together. Come up. Take your hands off the floor. Find the length, the lift up through here. Beautiful. Now keep the length. You can replace the hands. Scoop the tailbone. Tuck your buttocks under. Good. Now, perfect. Extending your torso forwards. Now begin to fold. So walk your hands out in front. Keep the toes tucked under. Widen the back of the left thigh, pelvis. Good. Tuck your right buttock under a little bit more. As you lengthen your spine forwards, keep the arm bones rising. Keep the arm bones rising, right armpit just a little bit there. Good, perfect. And breathe one more breath, lengthening out through your torso, out through the fingertips. And then inhale, walk your hands back. So we're rolling to the right, bringing the left leg around. take a support if we need to, and pause. Good. Now, make sure you're sitting upright. Do you need a block? That's it. Good. Now, turn the foot out, the knee out, press your foot into your hands. Take it up. Good. Widen the thigh a little bit. So you grab the belly of the hamstrings, widen the thigh. Good. Drop the outer hip down. Good. Now, inhale, lift your heart. Beautiful. Take one more breath. Extend through the four corners of your foot. And then exhale. Bring the knee in. Bend it into baby cradle. Turn the toes down. So hold the underside of your shin bones. Just the underside of that shin. Yeah, there you go. Underneath. Perfect. Flex your foot a little bit more with the inner heel, big toe, Chris. Sit tall. Beautiful. Now taking the leg across the body, ankle on top of the knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. So again, adjust your thighs, so widen. Lengthen the flesh of the buttocks down. So this one we're folding forwards. So root down, inhale, long spine. Exhale, think of leading with your heart. Shoulders back, collarbones broad. Down through your sit bones, shoulders back, collarbones broad. Yeah, perfect. Remember, you're not a turtle running for the ocean. Another breath. Breathe into the back body. Exhale. Good. Breathe. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Beautiful. Good. Tori, just shrug your left shoulder back just a little bit. And now inhale. Walk your hands back. Perfect. Now stack your knees. Gomukhasana. Stack the knees, place the hands, just wriggle, take your sit bones back, and sit back. Yeah, perfect, nice. Good, and then again. So drop the outer left hip down, everyone. Perfect. Lengthen through the sides of your torso. Inhale, right arm alongside the ear. Exhale, bend the elbow. Good, take the head of the arm bone back. And now left arm, sweep it around. Hold your strap or hold your t-shirt. Okay. Now release your left hand just a little bit, Jen, and shrug the shoulder back. Yeah, perfect. Good, inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, release. Turn the left foot flat, ground it. So Matsyendrasana. Beautiful. Inhale, sit tall. So drop outer left hip down. Inhale, rise up. So you start here. You breathe and broaden the right side of the rib cage and turn. Good. Beautiful. Now take a breath. Breathe. Broaden the heart region right into the armpits. Don't rush with your gaze. Broaden your shoulders. Broaden the gaze in the back of the skull. Good, perfect. One more breath. Just take the ears back. Really enjoy the stretch. And then exhale and gently come back. Perfect. Cross the shins, step back, downward facing dog. So whichever way you want to go. And then when you're ready, inhale, raise the left leg, lift your armpits, Nina, just a little bit. Exhale, left foot forwards, pigeon. Beautiful. Press the toes into the floor. Good. Now walk your hands back, hug your legs in, get that length and lift again. So hug in, draw into the core of the pelvis. Beautiful. Keep the length, bring the hands down, scoop the tailbone. Tuck your left buttock under a little bit more so you feel the pelvic bones lifting off the front thigh. Good. And now start to extend forwards. Walk the hands out in front. Good. Back of the left thigh broadening. Outer right hip, left hip tucking under, sorry. Right, left buttock tucking under. As you root back from your pelvis, extend your spine forwards. The more you lift your armpits, the easier it is to keep your collarbones broad, shoulders broad. One more breath. And then walk the hands back. Rolling onto your left hip, bring the right leg around. Good, bend the knee. And so cradle the foot first, sit tall. Widen the flesh of the buttocks. Drop the outer hip down, stretch the leg. And then you can always hold the back of the calf, back of the thigh. Beautiful, shoulders back, lift your heart, one more breath. And then exhale, bend the knee. Take the shin across the body, ankle, flex the foot. Better to have the toes turning down than to the sky. That's it, perfect, runs. Good. And then taking the foot across the body, put the knee on top of, the ankle on top of the knee, because that will be easier. Good. And then widen the flesh at the buttocks. Inhale, exhale. This one we lean forwards. The shoulders stay back, so come up onto the tips of your fingers. Toe a little bit more, shrug your shoulders back, keep the front armpits open. Beautiful, now inhale, come up. Cross the legs, Gomukhasana. There we go, just adjust and sit back. Beautiful, make sure the right buttock is rooted. Inhale, left arm alongside there. Bend the elbow, shrug the shoulder back. Beautiful, left, right hand comes around. Good, one more breath. Perfect, now stretch the arms, come out. Turn the foot flat, root down through the mound of the big toe. Take it into a twist. Outer right hip drops down. You start with the breath. Left side of the rib cage comes around. Beautiful. Breathe right up into your armpits and turn. Okay, broaden your shoulders. Broaden the back of the skull. Even broaden your elbows, that right elbow to the window. Feel that spaciousness in the heart region. Bend the right leg back, Janu Shirshasana. Good, now point the toes into the floor. Widen the flesh of the buttocks. And then the other one. Good, then inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lengthen down through your sit bones. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, begin to turn and bow forwards. But lead here, keep the front body long. Shoulders back. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn. Victoria, hold the outer edge of your foot if you can, or the inner. Yeah, that's it. Good. Looks good. Nina looks beautiful. Lift your armpits again. Yeah. Good. Now melt your heart. You can let the head go down. Good. A couple more breaths. Lift the left armpit crease. Beautiful. Now root down from the pelvis. Lengthen your spine as you come up. So that's it. Keep a long inhale. Come up. Exhale back. Stretch the right leg out. Round. Take the left leg back. Good. Press the toes into the floor. Widen the flesh of that left buttock. Beautiful. Inhale. Sit tall. Exhale. Turn. So it's your inner body's turning to the right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, now start to extend. Vance, just change the hand there on the strap. That's it, and you get that length. Perfect. Good, Nina, lift your left shoulder. And then start to bow. Good, now make the bones of your right leg as long as you can. Nina, back off on your right side. Turn a little bit more with the left side of the rib cage. Perfect. A couple more breaths. Beautiful, looks good. Good, now root down. Gita, straighten that right leg a little bit more. Good, root down. Inhale, come up. Keep that right leg super straight. And then release. Now open the legs out to the side. So turning towards the platform, Upavista Konasana. lift up here out of your, that's it, tilt your pelvis forwards just a little bit. Bounce, that's it. Good, inhale, lift, exhale, now start to pull forwards. Hit the thighs. Good, lengthen back through your sit bones. And then extend your heart forwards. Now lift your shoulders, not down. Lift them up to the ceiling. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there you go. Now you can walk your hands out in front, but keep the shoulders lifted. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Good, couple more breaths. Super straight legs now, Gita. Push out through your heels, more shoulders back. Good, inhale, come up, long spine. Exhale, so turning to the right, hands either side of that front leg. Inhale, outer left hip has to root down, left buttock has to ground. It's out of that stability we rise up and we turn our inner body to the right. Good, and then exhale, start to extend forwards to your own degree. And then go back, outer left hip down. That's it, turn, lower belly. Turn and then bow. Good. Beautiful. Victoria, take your shoulders back a little bit more, because don't forget you're on a block, so it's pulling your hands forward, shoulders forwards. Good. Beautiful. One more breath. Susanna, shrug your shoulders back. And then inhale, root down, inhale and rise. Exhale and turn. So place the hands either side. Good, ground. Now keeping your shins hugging in, it will keep the thighs wide. Inhale, rise up, exhale, turn, and then start to bow forwards. Good, lengthen through your right sit bone, outer right buttock down. Now turn from the lower belly and extend. So you're backing off on the left side and turning more from the right. Shoulders back, ears back. And then root down, inhale and come back up. Good. Now sitting tall, hands here either side, turn towards the windows. So you're turning towards the windows both sides, I know, just realized. So turning to your left, inhale, lengthen. Now you're going to lean with your right hand to reach for your foot. Good. Now anchor down through your foundation, left sit bone down, inhale, lengthen and turn. Savants, we're going this way. Perfect. Everybody, one more breath. Victoria, watch your right leg's gone to sleep. Okay, perfect. Now root down, inhale, come back up. And then exhale, turn to the other side. So turn. Beautiful. Now lean. So strap now, Vance, under around the ball of your left foot. That's it, perfect. Now get the foundation. Right sit bone down, underside, so left side of the rib cage is turning to the sky. Yeah, and your breasts are lighting up the ceiling. That's it, now shoulders back, ears back. Perfect, you can always cradle the back of the head if you want to. And breathe. Here, watch the right foot, it's to the ceiling. Yeah, that's it, perfect. Yeah. Brilliant, one more breath. Ground. Inhale and come back up. And then exhale, come back to the center and bring the feet together. It's Baddha Konasana. And hands just beside you. And breathe. So put the hands just on the floor here beside you. Root down. Good, and sit tall. And then just lean forwards, just an inch or two. Keep your shoulders back. Looks good. Good, one more breath. Good, and then ground. Inhale, come up. And then stretch your legs back out, Dandasana. So then you take your bolsters and you'll move them out away from the wall, and And then just measure it's wide enough away. And then put the hands and then swing around. Wiggle your bums in close, arm on the floor. Good, and then swing around. Good, and then adjust. Good. Nina, maybe start with your legs straight. I'm just thinking. Yeah, it's like just not rushing into it. That's it. Yeah, perfect. Let the legs be heavy and let the breath just be steady. Relax the jaw and the root of the tongue. Relax the eyes. For the final relaxation, let's take a blanket and we'll fold it so it's about 5 inches wide, and concertina fold it so it becomes solid on both sides. And then you'll sit on the very edge. Then sitting on the edge, I want you to lie back so your whole of your spine is supported by the blanket. And then at the neck, just make a little pleat so it goes into the curve of the cervical spine, into the neck. And let the back of the skull lengthen. And relax your shoulders down into the floor. Place an eye pillow over the eyes if you want to. And then as you exhale, let the shoulders fall away. Palms turning up. Legs gently falling over. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the program. And remember, for the best results, little and often is far better than once every other week.